For the agricultural machinery market, the current year got off to a positive start. The data based on registrations reported by the Ministry for Transport and elaborated by Federunacoma, the Italian Federation of Agricultural Machinery Manufacturers, feature an increase in sales in the first quarter compared to the same period in 2016 for all machines requiring license plates, mainly tractors, combine harvesters, transporters, and agricultural telescopic handlers. Tractors climbed 13.8% on the strength of 4,438 units registered against 3,900 the previous year. Transporters gained 5.3% with 179 units sold compared to 170 in the first quarter of 2016. And trailers gained by 10.6% thanks to 2,108 registered over 1,906 last year. Also, telescopic handlers grew 5.2% to 162 units against 154 during last year's first quarter. Combine harvesters showed a 38.1% surge in sales, though the numbers were still low, 29 units sold compared to 21 in the same quarter in 2016. Increases in registrations around the country were led by good performances in the regions ranked as major markets in the sector. Tractors sold moved up by 14.4% in Emilia-Romagna, 22.5% in Lombardy, 24.7% in Piedmont, 18.7% in Lazio, and soared by 73.8% in the Veneto and 50.3% in Campania. The combined effect of European Union RDP and INEL financing could well keep the market moving as the year progresses. The Italian market for gardening machinery, equipment, and groundskeeping closed 2016 at a level of sales only slightly below 2015 sales. The final figures came to a total of 1,228,000 units of all types sold, from powered to manual tools, for a decline of 0.5% under the previous year. The data, made public on April 21st in Milan at a press conference held by the president of Como Garden, Franco Novello, can be seen as positive in the wake of two positive seasons, market growth of 7.6% in 2014 and 1% in 2015.
We are gathering our associates here in Milan, downtown, Cascina Cuccagna, to have a meeting and to talk about the trends of this just closed the year season 2016. We are, as far as the Italian market is concerned, we are relatively happy. We can finish the year with a result that in terms of pieces is stable towards 2015, so is in line with the trend of recovery after the very big crisis of 2008-2009, so we are in a positive trend. We just, let's say, collected the data of our survey, first quarter 2017. They are even better, so we are, let's say, constituting a plus 2% towards the homologous quarter 2016. So the trend of the new season, when the people is really buying machines, is looking positive. We are, let's say, we are in a context of an European market. I would say even better, so because, let's say, the main market like Germany, France, UK, they are going, I would say, better than Italy. So let's say this is good for the members of the association, the Italian producers. They are since ever, let's say, export oriented. So we are enjoying, let's say, the benefit of this better European market trend, even better than Italy so far.
A look at the various types of machinery and equipment disclosed that mowers were off by 2.4%, with 280,000 units sold. Lawn tractors and ride-ons together fell by 5% to some 36,000 units. Trimmers declined by 7.2%, with 345,000 units, whereas brush cutters were up by 1.8% to 256,350 units, and leaf blowers and vacuums rose by 5.5% to nearly 89,600 units. Due to a lack of definitive data on this year's first quarter, Coma Garden came up with an estimate based on a survey conducted on a representative sample of companies, which points to good market dynamics for the full year. Sales in the first quarter are estimated as rising by 2%, with good performances turned in by brush cutters ahead by 17%, trimmers gaining 11%, blowers and vacuums gaining 10%, and robotic mowers surging by 27%, plus an 80% leap for snow clearance equipment. On the other side, mowers and chainsaws were said to be down by 8% and 5% respectively. The 2017 edition of the IMA show is scheduled for July 28th and 29th on Casalina di De Ruta Farm in the province of Perugia, in the heart of the Umbria region, for staging demonstrations of machinery and equipment for precision farming, featuring dozens of models of tractors and other machinery and equipment at work, and all equipped with the latest generation satellite devices, IT and electronics for timely and scientific management of all phases of agricultural operations. The organization of the event is in the hands of a partnership of Fere Unacoma, Umbria Fiere, Coldiretti Umbria, University of Perugia, and the Agraria and Cesar Foundation Institution, and with the sponsorship of the region. The IMA show is up for presentation to the media on March 31st in Bastia, Umbria, in the setting of the Agri Umbria Review. The show itself is targeted on farmers, contractors, technicians, and members of the public keenly interested in the mechanics and electronics. The demonstration event fits into a strategy for the development of a 4.0 agriculture promoted by the European Union and the national government. The positive fallout expected at the end of the July event will be encouragement for new models of farming based on satellite mapping of the land, the scrupulous evaluation of the characteristics of each tiny plot, and the application of extremely targeted and selected operations to achieve financial and environmental benefits. It was explained at the press conference that business delegations are coming from Argentina, Canada, South Korea, Mexico, Hungary, the Czech Republic, the Republic of Slovakia, Sweden, and Norway, thanks to organization cooperation with the Italian trade agency ICE. The tour for unveiling the 2017 edition of IMA Agrimak came to a close this morning with a press conference held in New Delhi. The review of machinery and technologies for agriculture, scheduled for December 7th to 9th in the Indian capital, is organized by FICI, the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, and the Italian Federation of Agricultural Machinery Manufacturers, Fede Unacoma. The tour was for reporting on the biennial event, which this year marks its 5th edition on the heels of steady growth in the numbers of exhibiting companies and visitors. These travels ranged from stages in Bangalore, Pune, Ludhiana, along with New Delhi, with stops selected according to their importance in the agricultural sector, where it was possible to meet with agricultural organizations, business people, Indian and international manufacturing industries, and members of the media converging on the capital in December for the Great Exposition. This formula has been validated by the IMA Agrimak numbers. The most recent edition in December 2015 drew 400 exhibiting manufacturers in exhibiting areas and on outdoor trials of machinery and equipment for the arrival of some 40,000 visitors and business people from all the states of the subcontinent, neighboring countries, and from the Far East. The feedback from this first phase of organization and the network of relationships developed through promotional initiatives during the roadshow, which also took in Myanmar, Malaysia, and Vietnam, all point to an even greater success for the upcoming edition. For the International Agriculture and Livestock Fair, which ran in Foggia from April 28th to May 1st, 2017, the Italian Agricultural Machinery Manufacturers Federation, Fede Unacoma, the Puglia region, and other institutions took part by staging a number of initiatives. A dedicated sector featured an exhibition of agricultural machinery and equipment selected from those brought in by the companies presenting innovations and timely products meeting specific requirements of the territory. The purpose of this focus on the exhibition was to allow visitors to the trade fair to immediately identify the most innovative machinery and equipment and specific means for local needs while gaining at first hand an understanding of these products and the commitment of manufacturers to design innovative means for updating efficient and modern farming. In light of a technical and information campaign on the issue of organizing the land, a preview of the MIA was set up in Foggia, a salon dedicated to multifunctional agriculture, coming up next October at Agri Levante to feature this year the techniques and the technologies to apply. Also brought to Foggia was a small display of selected technologies for the correct management of forest areas and waterways to prevent degradation and ensure the sustainability of water resources by monitoring environmental parameters. Another initiative set up with UNACMA, the National Agricultural Machinery Dealers Union, was an appointment with MEC at RI Jobs for a focus on new professional employment in agricultural mechanization, involving experts in the sector, targeting orientation, and presenting opportunities for young people for work in dealerships, specialized mechanics shops, with contractors and manufacturers. Also on offer by the company Encores were free courses for obtaining learner's licenses for driving tractors, which were signed up for by numerous people in the sector. These courses will also be made available during the run of Agri Levante 2017.